There's
Hmm.
some of these agencies that are putting out, they got incentives of like, I don't know, $30,000 worth of incentives to get you to be a police officer, and people are like, nope, not
Yep.
doing it. And and it's I don't think that happens, but I think that's the worst place to start recruiting, is to start recruiting adults. If you want to recruit, you start recruiting children,
Right.
right? And you start at a very young age. And that, again, if you want to look at it from a long-term perspective, look, if you're an officer and you're out there reading this book and you're interacting with kids, that could change their entire perspective
Hmm.
of who the police are. And now they're going to learn more about what they do. They get to touch your vest, they get to see inside of your car, or whatever it might be, when we hold these events. That's what I'm talking about. The book is an investment. All right, it's an investment into keeping your citizens safe, your police
Hmm.
officers being able to go home to their family, and
Hmm.
at the same time, you have an opportunity to possibly recruit young folks, because now they get a chance to learn more. I had one young man ask me a bunch of questions, and
Hmm.
he was very interested.
Uh-huh.
And he had already made his mind. He was 9 years old. He said he was going to be an FBI agent, and I'm
Oh.
like, I love it, right? And he was so he's already done his research, because he was pretty informed about, like, so other kids had some questions, and he would start to answer, and he would look at me, and I would say, no, go ahead, and like, I wanted to see what he was going to say, and I was like, great job. If you want to recruit, that's where you start. So I think, the book could be used as a I think that, look, and I know I wrote the book, and I'm not just out here, to trying to pump it, just for sales. That's not what I'm doing. This is something I utterly care. I care deeply about,
Right. Right. Right.
and I want people to understand, like, this is a great tool to be able to utilize in multiple ways. And so, I'm hoping that that's one of the things that police departments will see, that this
Hmm.
is a long-term investment, and this isn't a one-time campaign either. When I say the campaign, this isn't just every police department, making one big purchase. It's, yeah, I'm going to come back in another year or two,
Yeah.
and we're going to do this again and again and again, right? Because this is something that needs to be ingrained in our country. The mindset of these types of relationships, that we
Hmm.
need to build. That's gonna increase. That's gonna improve. But at the same time, when we talk about, how people feel about law enforcement, even as a career,
Hmm.
these young kids, that's gonna change too. And so,
Right.
I think, it could be a great tool for that as well. Thanks for that, Clee. No, I think, at this point, I really hope that, I can get as many people to join this ambassadors, the national ambassador campaign for the police and me. This is something that I know is going to help a lot of people. This is something that is this hasn't been done before. This type of book hasn't been written, and we're going to take this on. This is something that we have to make sure that we take on long before we have another national event that we're all going to respond to, and it's going to be an emotional response, right? It's going to be something that people are going to feel certain types of ways about, based on what they think law enforcement is, or what they should do, and how they should interact with the public. This is what this is about. This is about, having this mutual understanding, this empathy, this idea of being able to come together and have these conversations in a way that we can actually learn from one another. But, let's use this example and start with our children. And that's what I'm hoping for here, is that we start with our children, and so that way, when they become tweens and teens, and they're roaming your parks and malls, they know how to interact with police. And when they get their license, they know how to interact with police. And when they become tax-paying citizens in your city, in your community, they know how to interact with police. This is an investment that we're making in our children and in our future. So let's continue to do that, and I hope you'll continue to support me. You can support me at the Black Sanctuary, theblacksanctuary.com. I'm on social media everywhere at the Black Sank, on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. I look forward to your help. If you want to know how to help, buy a book for your school district, buy some books for your school district, buy them for a local library, donate some books to a police department, and tell them to get out there and start reading to some kids. So, let's do that. And I look forward to your support. We're going to be doing this for a long time. And I know you're going to be with me. I'm looking forward to it.